What is up, guys? Zan from the Zan Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we got another full game commentary. This one coming to you against a gun monster player. So this week we've had a double stack. Now we've got a monster offense player. I've had a lot of players saying over the course of the year that they struggle to stop these types of offense. So let's go ahead and get right into this video here today, which is going to break down a head-to-head seasons gameplay against a player known as a Lonely Mute. Now, again, kind of like yesterday's video where we talked about the double stack, this is the type of player that you can see by my reaction upon matching up with him that, this is a player that is a headache style player. The style of offense that he runs is 100% about irritating you, making you rage, making you overcommit to things, and giving up open touchdowns. You can see right off bat, we kick off to him. He's dancing in the end zone. And people in my chat are like, oh yeah, this guy, I played him. You know, he gives me trouble. He plays like a scumbag, yada, yada. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not one to really try to shame a play style. Players play how they play. They're playing, according to the AP that they are given. It's the same game for both of us. I'm not a big believer in style points. I believe in the ones that go on the scoreboard. That's kind of been my mantra that I've used this year. And even goes for players that like to run monster and double stack, even though I do admit those players are kind of the bane of my existence as it pertains, how I think skillful this offense is. Again, it's still my job to face it. If you face it enough, it's worth putting in the 10, 15, 20 minutes to create something that at least tries to slow it down, right? So you can see right here, we're starting off. He's got the heavy blockers on the outside. He's got glowing players catching the screen so they can break tackles. This is something that I know right off rip I'm going to have to really respect. You see that he's got Dickerson that is going to break tackles. He's got Flash that's going to break tackles. We're just going to have to try to keep this in front of us and try to find some red zone stops. So you see early on, what do we do against the monster? Well, the first things first, you got to have your coach adjustments set to base align. That's going to put 4 in the box. That way you don't have to base align as soon as you break the huddle and deal with lineman bear crawling. You see that he's no huddling, trying to give me no time to set up things. I am a little sluggish on the setup right here. But again, you see that we also, because we have the 4 players, are able to hit him in the backfield. This is where you're probably going to want to make a concerted effort to put secure tacklers at your defensive line position. That will take care of the first layer of this offense, which is the glowing running back. Now, as far as throwing the ball out to the perimeter to the Flash, this is going to be something that is a little bit of a pain to stop because, he does break a tackle after the catch as well. The good news about this is that they stop glowing at the same time. So this becomes instantly a easier to stop offense once they are not glowing, although it can still be a pain because they've got these vanguards. They've got these 99 everything. I think that's Mark Bavaro, who's an ultimate mold breaker with 99 everything, strength, impact block, all of that. So you see right here, I'm starting to make some tweaks to my personnel groupings. I want to put my avalanches up top because I want them to be coming down and laying the lumber. Unfortunately, right here, you'll notice that my avalanche is on the wrong side. He tries to hand the ball off, and we're able to get a tackle again because we have the baseline 4 on 3 up front. We've got numbers. I just have to stop that screen to the right side, make him throw the ball to the left, which he does right here. And honestly, I deserved a hit stick fumble right there. That was the exact reason we have that avalanche on the field. I've got Henry over there. Now we're glowing again, so I've got to be able to get out to that outside. You see once again, another hit stick. He's fortunate that he holds onto that ball and that wasn't a fumble. Again, you see 7 of 7. And he's moving the ball, obviously. So, this is designed to be super triggering, as he finds the end zone on his first drive. 8 plays. You see the scoreboard name, okay, chill. I'm not really going to overreact. On that drive, I saw a little bit, had arguably 2 plays where could have forced a fumble there with our counters. We're just going to have to, make something happen. So, first drive, 10 plays, 75 yards, 236 off the clock. My chat at this point is all types of up in arms over this. People just saying, oh, he plays like a scum. He's not good, all kinds of things like that. And You know, yeah, it's not the most skillful thing in the world, but he's dumbing the game down to a level that is easy to play offensively and hard to stop defensively. And I can't blame him for that, because at the end of the day, I haven't put in the work that I needed to stop him in just a couple of plays. We're gonna have to sponge it up. So while I set my audibles here, want to let you guys kind of check out our Gridiron Gameplans Madden 24 pre-sale, 35% off the yearly membership. Pre-sale ends August 1st, 2023. Make sure you guys go to the website, check it out. That is all of our weekly vault updates, all of our offensive and defensive game plans, complete with the updates as I run them over the course of the year, AP updates, and also Discord access with our lab sessions as well. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. We are in the X Nasty here on offense. As you can see, my opponent is in the 4-3 even 6-1. This is low-key one of the defenses that probably does give me a little bit more trouble than most defenses in the game. You see that I typically handle Dollar pretty well running the ball. 6-1 does a much better job of stopping the run and forcing me to have to throw. Now, blocking 6-1 from under center as well is a little bit more of a challenge. See, right here, we start off, have time to pick up, but he has a KO from behind. So pretty rough start already. Picked up the pressure, got a receiver open. You saw his user wasn't really doing much on that play, and we had the KO from behind. Second down and 10 right here. We're going to go bunch to the wide side of the field. Thaddeus Moss in motion to the short side. Creates a little 2x2, allows me to block him, block the base rush, slant post. I throw it down, click on, avoid the KO, and we're able to pick up a gain of 12 and a first down. This is the name of the game when you are playing against KO offenses. You have to click on, throw those intermediate level crossing patterns, posts, crossers, corner routes, stuff that breaks, at that 12 to 15 tier, and cut them off. Now, right there, I had a touchdown, but unfortunately, the running back missed the block through the interior gap. Pretty unfortunate right there, as I definitely had the post route to the left receiver for a quick score. That's going to put us back on second down and 15 as we're hitting towards the tail end of the first quarter here. Right here, I tried to hit him with a quick match beater, thinking that I maybe had him in quarters, and he was in man. I decided to throw this ball up over the top. We get inaccurate, overthrow it, so that's fine. Third down and 15 right here. And I believe right here I'm going to go back to the play that I ran 2 plays ago, just on the short hash. So here we are, bunched to the short side of the field. Oh no, on this play, we're actually looking for an intermediate crosser, a little crosser post combo, a little max protect action. The man coverage trail follows. I'm looking for B. We throw that ball out. Cooper Kupp knocked out from behind. And so you see right there, we've had 1 for 4 to start. 2 knockouts for our opponents on open throws. It's just the name of the game, man. So it is a little bit tough, but you can see here, right here, I'm not really too phased. I've been able to pick up the pressure. I have gotten receivers open on 3 of the 4 plays so far. He runs the man coverage. He motions McAllister over to stay on top of the tight end. He's telling me right away this is cover 0. I know exactly what I need to do here on this. So I'm setting up a slant post with an angled post behind it, pick up the pressure, X over the middle, dot, avoids the KO, and we pick up a first down. So 2 of 5, 41 yards. Should be 4 of 5, but KOs happen. Not really struggling too much to dot this cover 0 blitz out of 6-1. I say this all the time. Man coverage is really only as good as the blitz that you have in front of it. KOs obviously can save you a little bit, but generally speaking, man coverage is not that hard to beat. You go out there, you put your route abilities on the field, like short in, short out, slotto, route tech, the short out to beat the press coverage if they're playing cover 0 press. Outside of that, it's just basically freestyle. And you see right here, he's got shades and KOs at every spot on the field, except for the right side. So I see right here that the right side of the field is really where I'm going to be able to get fat on this guy. So right here, we're going man beaters all to the right side. I know that right bumper is a consistent win, and we're able to get a separation, click on, attack the football, come back to the football and hit Y to avoid the KO. So CD Lamb moves the chains. First down. Now you see we're into the second quarter, 3:40 to go. Moss in motion to the wide side of the field, 2x2, under center compression here. We're going whip, speed out, post. We go with the out route, attack the football, come back, grab it, avoid the KO. First down. 4 of 7, 71 yards. Should be 6 of 7, it's not like this is a good defense, right? You know, he's just playing man. His user's really nowhere near any of my throws. He's just hoping the pressure comes in. You know, trying to keep it simple against the way that he plays defense. Man beaters beat man coverage. Just stick to it. Have one that goes one direction, one that goes the other. He can't go left and right at the same time with his user. So horizontally spacing the field. I tried to run the ball there, but we had a guy come in. This time I tried to run the ball to the left. Again, 6-1, pretty good run defense against my offense. One of the few defenses in the game that actually does pretty well against my running offense. Now, right here, I'm going to say something. You'll notice I subbed in Harold Carmichael, and my opponent decided to take a long time. He had been snap calling everything so far. When this occurred, I actually kind of got the hint. I was like, all right, my opponent's in my chat. So I was like, okay, why is he doing this? If I got Carmichael in the game, why is he switching out of this all of a sudden? So I decided, okay, well, he's in spinner here. He's dropping these guys into coverage. You know, I feel pretty good about this. I'm actually going to run a little combo. Actually, not a super big fan of this route combo against this meta. So I changed it up late in the play, looking for my whip route to the outside, scrambling with Aaron Rodgers. And we take it down to about the 2-yard line. Now, we're just north of the 2-minute warning. I do have ball at half right here. Because his offense was pretty difficult for me to stop on my first drive, I may be feeling just a little bit like I need to chase. So I decided to show my offense, bring it out 4th down and goal here from 2 yards away. He does stay in the dollar right here, shifts his defensive line, crashes back down. I decide to audible into a decoy formation. I want to see if he wants to give me a quick look here. Because that guy's blitzing, he creeps him in off the edge. I know that the guy that is not blitzing behind him is likely in man coverage on the slot receiver. I don't really like what I have. I snap the ball. I go with the Carmichael red zone comeback route, and he gets the leg cut. I actually saw that I had the one-on-one on the outside. That's why I put Carmichael in the game. And unfortunately, we didn't get our catch. But it's okay. He's got to go a long way. We have we've got drive at half. We got ball at half, rather. So my hope here is that I can play a little bit more aggressive, maybe try to force him into a mistake. He goes to throw this ball out to the sideline, tries a little wiggle with Cooper Kupp. Keep in mind, we hit him a couple times on his first drive, and he didn't cough the ball up. So I'm going to let him have that. I feel like if I'm going to get the ball back, that's going to be where the mistake is going to be made, is over on that left side of the field, away from my user. You see right here, he tries to run the ball with Dickerson. We're able to gang tackle. Again, because it's hard to run. I don't understand why this guy would ever run the ball with a 6-man box against 3 linemen. He does the wiggles here. I try to hit stick and I fat thumb it. So pretty bad right there. 10 of 10, man. He's really dotting me up, huh? 10 of 10 for 103 yards. I get it, man. That monster offense really pisses a lot of people off, but I think the key is you have to stay calm. See right there, he was going to throw that ball to the X receiver. It was too late. He handed the ball off to the running back. His running back dives head first. Now everybody is done glowing. He throws the ball out to the flat. He tries to do the wiggle thing, and he makes me miss again. 11 of 11 for 113 yards. So again, back to the outside. He does it again. This time, bang. A little bing bong action right there, and we're able to force the turnover. And this is big because I've got ball at half, especially right here being only about 7 or 8 yards away from field goal range with ball at half. This is going to allow me to kind of dictate the rest of the game. So again, I'm just trusting my personnel. I know that he wants to throw those balls out to the flat. I know that's going to give me a lot of one-on-ones with my Avi against him. Right here, I'm going double corner setup against his spinner. And we hit Cooper Kupp to the outside, scamper up the sideline, get out of bounds inside the 25. 5 of 9, 103 yards. Again, probably should be 7 of 9, but nonetheless doing just fine here. Haven't really struggled for open receivers, mostly just been knockouts that we've had to deal with. Moss in motion, short side of the field, 2x2 under center compression. I eat against Dollar more often than not. He's got a pure coverage-based defense, though. Has the field basically covered. 8 guys in coverage, 3 guys rushing. I step up and basically a coverage sack. I'm content to let the clock roll a little bit right there, though, before I call my timeout. And the reason for that is that I really did want to put myself in a spot where my opponent could, stop the clock a couple times and get the ball back with like 30 seconds left. I wanted the 3 that I had in the bag to be, a guarantee. So right here, I decided to call, this is actually an option route in the slot, I believe I'm looking for. Looking for Y to hit the post, but he's just got too many people on the field. Y was definitely wide open, just unable to hit it. Do have one timeout though, so I am able to potentially run the ball here or throw the ball in the middle of the field and call a timeout if something is open in the middle. Again, you see he's in this dollar meta, calls spinner, you know, dropping that linebacker in coverage, probably on the tight end. That's the linebacker on the right is probably on Thaddeus Moss based off of, you know, how most players play. He backs up his outside corners. This is your standard meta out of spinner. And it is man-to-man. And you see right here, I decided to throw this ball away again, and I'm going to live to take my 3. So it is going to be Lonely Mute 7. And I'm going to kick 3 here to end the first half. And we can get on to the second half here. Let's go ahead, and you see the ball is up and it is through. So let's go ahead here. And you can see here, I've got ball to start the second half. So again, really not super worried. You know, in the back of my mind right here, I'm thinking, okay, I'm down 4. I have 2 drives in this half. My opponent has 1 based off of our pace of play against each other. Pretty slow drives. I'm going to have 2 drives. The max he can score is 7, so he's looking at 14. If I can get myself 11 points on 2 drives, I can tie that, right? If I can get 2 scores here, 2 touchdowns, I'm going to win the game. So we have a good start right here. Nice little route to CeeDee Lamb out to the outside, break a tackle, cross midfield into enemy territory, ball on the 44-yard line. Again, he's staying in the 6-1. Have not lacked for open receivers again in this. Again, keep in mind that the knockouts on the right side of the field don't have inside shade. We do run the ball this time. I've been running the ball or passing the ball effectively. Want to keep him honest to that. Don't let him kind of set up over too much coverage defense. You notice late in that last half, he had 8-man coverages. I want to make sure that he's still respecting the run. It's important that even if your run is not going crazy for you, you still keep it mixed in as you start to find yourself passing more. A lot of opponents will start to drop max coverage, and that'll put you in a spot where you're going to be in you know, a much easier opportunity to run the football. See right there, good defense by him. Looked like a shade outside man coverage there. Was able to get the KO on me. Good adjustment. Looks to me like Devin Hester entered the game right here due to a tired receiver. So he's my point man, inside slot receiver on the right. You see right here, showing again kind of that man coverage shell. I got to pick up the 6-1 pressure. I've got to hit some left-right combos. I have a wrong route combo, so I turn it into a slant post with a whip. I'm looking for X here, looking for B, nothing open. We throw it basically out of bounds. So right here, decision time, 4th down and 5. You know, I'm not super happy with the way that went. I had a promising drive. I kind of botched a couple reads here. He goes dollar spinner right here. So here we go. Hops out of the 6-1, and now he's dropping everyone in coverage. So this tells me right away, obviously 3-man rush. I don't have to worry too much about things. I could probably go ahead and give myself 5 out on this. I go ahead and do so. And you look over on the left side, swing route. We hit the king, break a tackle, and we're now down inside the 30. So again, that's why the threat detector is so big. Even against the heaviest blitzing player in the world, you know, it's going to tell you, especially when they're in dollar, like, hey, this guy is not actually running a blitz against you. You can send 5 guys out. If you don't have it, you're likely expecting spinner, and you're blocking that player. That was the one that we threw to for the first down. So again here, looking for CeeDee Lamb, looking for B, nothing open. Had to pick up the pressure there, so we had only 3 guys out on routes. We throw it away. Most of our incompletes are KOs to open receivers and us just simply living to fight another down. You see right there, I'm 16 out of my 20 plays are passes. You know, compare that to yesterday's video, I think, where we ran the ball 80% of the time. Just depends on what my opponent is giving me. In this game, he's taking away the run, giving me one-on-one throws. So we're going to try to isolate man beaters. Here's Thaddeus Moss, quick short corner route. Click on, stay away from the knockout. First down. 8 of 17, 167. Just continuing to stay on schedule as much as possible. So here we go. Ball now inside the red zone. Minute 40 left in the 3rd quarter. X nasty. Thaddeus Moss in motion, short side of the field. 2x2 compression, under center. We're going to run the outside zone. Cut it back up the middle. King Henry spins off a tackle. Picks up a gain of 4. 4 rushes right there for only 4 yards. It has not been easy in this game, but you still have to mix it in, especially when you're dotting a fair amount. Even though I was 50% completion, it was either I'm throwing the ball away when it's covered or I'm throwing to an open guy. So, you know, it's not like I'm lacking for open receivers. Right here, I'm looking for a quick wheel, slant post combo in the middle of the field. Zones are played pretty good. He gets a reach sack right there. I was trying to step up in the pocket, try to buy myself a little bit of time, maybe even scramble and slide. But you see right there, even stepping up in the pocket doesn't really cost you too bad. My play call on 3rd and 8 is really not that different than what it would be on 3rd and 9, right? So, you know, just taking minimizing your sack. Right here, he drops everyone in coverage. I'm really upset right there. Really upset. I thought I had him right there. And we've got to go ahead and, in this situation, I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to chase points. I'm kind of irritated at myself, and I'm just saying, nah, man. You know, on his first drive, I had 2 potential hit stick fumbles that didn't go my way. On his second drive, I got the ball back. Let's just go ahead and make this a game where if I can get one more stop on a fumble, a field goal wins me the game. That's kind of my mindset as we play through this. So we've got some work to do right here. So let's go ahead and keep it moving. He returns it out to the 13-yard line, and here we go to work. He's back in the monster. Of course he is. So here we start. Ball out to the left flat, and Cooper Kupp is able to get out of bounds. 13 of 13, 131 yards, 1 touchdown. And you know, you see right here, I'm not trying to play coverage against this. I'm not trying to get, you know, players out in the flats. I could do the defensive ends in the zone thing. You see right there, I got very, very unlucky. This is cursed with acro and pick artist. I feel like I played this absolutely perfectly. Look at me fly down. My guy gets a whiff animation. That's a pick 6, boys. I don't care what you say. That is a pick 6. I got the worst animation possible right there. That would have been a backbreaker for him. And very unfortunate. Super unlucky, to be honest with you. So, you know, I've had some opportunities for some turnovers not go my way. But nonetheless, we're staying in what we got right here. He's going to go out to the flat. I'm looking for, you know, a tackle. He's just trying to wiggle around. I haven't really gone deep into the bag of adjustments yet. I haven't gotten to a point where I'm putting my DNs in flats to take away those throws. I'm just trying to see if we can get those big hits on the perimeter. You see right there, again, still getting the ball out to Cooper Kupp. You know, with these 10 yards a pop type plays, it's a little bit easier because he's not able to, you know, take 3 plays in 2 minutes off the clock to get a first down. It's 10, 10, 10. And the field is, you know, I'm only defending about a 60 to 70 yard length of the field. You see right there, I make a huge adjustment right here. So I talk about make adjustments late to the things that you know what to do. Right here, I man up my avalanche at the top left safety on Cooper Kupp. Watch him fly down between the blocks. Bang. And we didn't get the ball. Did not get the ball right there. I mean, we're talking, that's probably 3 times now we should have had a fumble forced in this game, and the ball didn't come out either way. Now, you can sit there and say, Zan, avalanches are lame, yada, yada. Fine. I'm not going to argue with you. I totally get it. I'm playing the game to the way the game is played, as is my opponent. You see right there, he's kind of seen enough. So now he's going to hit me with some tray, some, you know, trips tight end type offense here. I got to play the inside zone. I'm looking for that slant post combo, and he beams me down the seam for the touchdown. First time he's actually made a read downfield, and he gets in between my zones for a score, and he's going to go up 14-6. 14-6, 3:08 to go. I got some work to do. So we're going to return the ball here. In my mind, I am thinking I have to be able to use that 2-minute warning on defense, not offense. I need extra clock stops here. So we got to get going. He's in the dollar, backing up everybody. Right here, I'm looking to try to probably, based off of this, go double corner with maybe a drag. And okay, we're benching to the backside here. And you see right here, Cooper Kupp fries. We're going to get up across midfield, make a guy miss, a juke inside. And, you know, right there, I was thinking he would think I would go out of bounds. So I tried to juke inside. Probably stupid that I didn't go out of bounds. But, you know, I was trying to big game hunt right there. Again, I wanted that. I wanted a quick score. Maybe in retrospect, go out of bounds. But nonetheless, you see right here, looking for the post, looking for the seams, nothing doing. Aaron Rodgers going to scramble, and I'm going to get out of bounds, stopping the clock. So there we go. Now we're 2:23 to go right here. Kind of in a man-to-man coverage. Loses the running back. it's always important every now and then leak that running back out on a wheel route. If you've been doing a lot of blocking, you're running back against the blitz, it's always important to keep him honest. And we hit him up top for the touchdown. And now we got the big 2-point conversion right here. Got to go to the 2-point conversion. So right here, if I'm a betting man, I'm going to that play that we broke down last week. My favorite red zone play, probably the whip slant, hitch combo with the little pivot route behind it. That is exactly what I'm going to here. Users on it. Man coverage is good. Everything. I probably should have scrambled. Don't know if I would have gotten in, but I tried to playmaker the hitch over the middle. Good defense right there. And now we've really got some work to do. We're down by 2:17 to go. And I've got to get the ball back somehow. I cannot allow points right here. Touchdowns have been hard to come by for me in this game. We need to hang tight. Now, again, the thing is the monster has not been a milk offense for him. This has been kind of chunk yardage if you think about it. He hasn't been able to run the ball for 3 to 5 yards out of it. And his screens have been going for 10 a pop. So what I found really interesting about this drive is that he actually kind of mixed in some of the stuff he showed on the previous drive. So he's in that trio offset week right here. And this is where I'm like, okay, trio offset week is notorious for that read option. I'm going to make some changes here. I know that the trips is likely going to be to the left. I want all my hitters over there, and I burn my pause. This allows me to have 15 more seconds to continue subbing players around. You see right here, I've got both my avalanche and my, my other avalanche rather. So I got 2 of them that I have. You see, I've got the glowing one over to the trip side. I'm trying to go ahead and stop the inside zone. He throws the ball out to the perimeter, and we get a big hit. Now, the problem is I meant to have Derrick Henry right there. That would have been a fumble. Well, maybe it wouldn't have based off of the way this game's gone, but I meant to have Derrick Henry there. So we have the 2-minute warning, and this is kind of where I'm thinking like, okay, what do I need? What other tweaks do I need to make here? So right here, I decided to go baseline. I turned it back to default because I don't want to unbaseline. And you see right here, we got 2nd down and 7, and I'm going to run blitz here. I'm going to hang out on the perimeter. I'm going to run blitz. Actually, right there, I did not run blitz. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. After this down, this is where I decide, all right, I need to kind of respect the run. I go ahead and blitz, I believe, on this play just to kind of keep I lied to you again. Another 1st down. I'm sorry. I'm getting way ahead of myself. So right there, I have to burn a timeout. So right here, after 2 1st downs, this is where I'm like, okay, I need to make sure I'm still respecting the run. I need to make him throw the ball out to the perimeter right here. That is where I can win if I do this. So you see, I stack curse. We got him throwing the ball out to the perimeter. Tries to swerve. Hamilton, he breaks a tackle out to the outside. I burn my 2nd timeout. So right here, this is where I'm like, all right, this is where I got to pull out all the stops. I got to put Henry over there as well. I got to have both of my big hitters over there. I've got to run blitz here. 2nd down and 6. We made him throw it last time. He has to run. We tackle him. So it's now 3rd down and 6. I've got 1 timeout. I'm not going to burn it here. And this is where we got to make something happen. So I knew that guy buys the ball carrier on the last play. He's very unlikely to hand it off again and face a 4th down. This is where I tell myself I can play the screen right here. And he throws it right to me. Big diving interception. I mean, if we're talking about the entire body of work in this game, 3 or 4 avalanches did not go my way. I had the lurked screen on the right side in the first half where we got a terrible animation. I finally get paid off for the adjustment there on that one. And now we just need field goal range for the win. We're very close. King Henry. I catch him $1. I no huddle. Very sweet to be able to no huddle him, keep him on the field there. He's not burning his timeouts for some reason. And King Henry slaps a man in the teeth, falls forward, and he's able to get field goal range with 20 seconds left. And that is it. Now I'm in a spot where I can kneel this ball out. I show that QB kneel. And we're basically up out of here with a W. My opponent rage quits. It's so sweet. It is so, so sweet to be facing someone that plays their entire style of Madden around trying to get their opponent to rage, to stay even keeled, stay on top of what they're thinking, even if it's not highbrow level thought process, and be able to come out on top and send them to the dashboard. That is what Madden is about sometimes in July. We're able to come out on top. Yes, I could have gone to some of the zone drop stuff that I've taught on this channel. I kind of played towards, I know how to stop the run. I've got secure tacklers for it. I'm going to lurk one of these screens eventually, or I'm going to make somebody fumble after the catch. I decided to live with trying to bait those screens and force the fumbles. We were able to do so. We came out on top. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.